volunteers.
It takes a lot of people to make this work, a lot of effort behind the scenes, and a tremendous job of putting everything together, and such a great event year in and year out.
I mean, you've got people who have been doing this for 35, 40 years now. Just year after year you see them here. So 9:45 remaining, and the X-Men break out the 2-3 zone. So
interesting.
At the start, St. X in a 2-3. Augustine thought about it, penetrates, and there's McAvoy stepping into one. That's down for McAvoy.
A little taunting from McAvoy afterwards in the direction of Clark, but that's a good look for St. Mary's, a dribble drive penetration kick.
Well, here's a big lead now for the Huskies considering how tight it's been. 7 points. X-Men went on a third quarter run. Huskies respond. Do we have one more charge of the X-Men? Front rim. Oh, wow. And a foul on McAvoy.
And both Bursey and Donko went up for the rebound. McAvoy gets called for the foul as everyone looking upward towards the Jumbotron for the replay.
Another storyline right now, Coach. We talked about it. You know, when you're trying to make that run from the quarterfinals, this is that time of game where everyone's looking to see how are your legs. Are they starting to get a little fatigued out there?
Absolutely. They've been in every ball game for 40 complete minutes. And 9 more minutes, 1 more quarter.
The Huskies made quick work yesterday, so they're coming in here very rested. 8:45, 59-54, a 5-point game on the nice move by Bursey.
Yeah, Coach Matt Skin checking in on Twitter, and he says if X can create some turnovers and guard the ball screen, it'll be right down to the wire.
8:31 left. Eric Moffat checking in on Twitter. Right game reminding him of Perry versus Knorr. Well, actually, X and Smew, Perry versus Knorr. That's the same. Eric Moffat, he's a volleyball guy. Right now he's laughing at me. 61-54.
Smew pulling away here on the offensive boards. X giving up too many second chance opportunities.
Outside. Antoine. He's got 3 fouls. Reefer has 3. Rouse has 3. Walker doesn't get that one down. Bursey's there. Soft finish inside.
They're letting them play.
Chad Gillis, refresh your screen there on Twitter. We've had that a couple times with people. Nobody else having that problem. So just refresh your screen. That seems to fix it for you. Let me know if you have any luck with it. 7:38 remaining. Good take by Antoine. Soft pass, Donko! 3-point.
Just got the pass through and just got the ball over the front of the rim. Is that Clark that picks up the blocking? Yep.
Blocking foul on Clark. That's the first team foul on St. X. Cam Walker will come back out. The second foul on Clark. Eric Moffat there in St. Thomas are getting ready to host the 2014 CIS Women's Hockey Championship. St. Thomas will be there, and either Mount Allison or Moncton will join them. Huge shockers this weekend with Moncton and Mount Allison pulling the upsets on the Huskies and the X-Women. 7:19, 5-point game. Coupland on the block. Going against Reefer. Tough going down there for Coupland. I think they kind of maybe want Coupland to be a quarterback down there and distribute. That's a tough take against Reefer.
That's a tough turnaround jumper and well defended by Reefer.
Turned over. Bursey. Quick outlet, and here comes Jordan Clark. Nice look. Coupland, that's one of his shots, but passes up to Bursey. Not a bad choice. And one for Bursey.
Coupland looking over at his bench saying, okay, calm down. They're all screaming, shoot the ball. And electing to hit the diving Bursey in the basket. And one opportunity.
Bursey flying through the lane, finishes it for the and one. See who that foul is on. It is Reefer, and heads up. That's Reefer's fourth. He'll sit down.
Can they take advantage of Reefer's absence during these dying minutes of the game?
Boyd Vassell. Clayton on the block to Taylor. Soft touch for Taylor.
Tough hoop.
Over the top, in and out. Clark nearly had a three on the heave, looking for Coupland.
It's just, there's a time and a place for that kind of pass, and now is not it. As Clayton gets hammered.
Coach K wants to call timeout after a horrible pass from Jordan Clark that nearly went in for three. That would have been pretty much summed up this weekend for St. FX with some of the miracle shots they've hit.
And perhaps the luck has run out, but over 6 minutes remaining. Stuck for are the X-Men. Nothing dirty or malicious there by Coupland. Clayton just attacking the rim hard and ran into a wall.
From Brisbane, Australia, is Coupland. 6:12 remaining in a 4-point game. Can Coach K get this X-Men team again? Already played in two absolute beauties. Can he get them to make one more charge here in this fourth quarter?
They're gonna have to get some stops here down the stretch. Again, they just can't afford to exchange baskets with St. Mary's.
Remember, or if I haven't mentioned it already, post-game interviews coming up with the winners. So don't go anywhere. So we'll be on with the player of the game, and then we'll have the handing out of the banner, all your ceremonies, and then post-game interviews with me and Isabelle Germain with the winners. Here come the X-Men. Waiting for them is Ezanibe, Rouse, Taylor, Vassell, and Clayton. Antoine, Dongo, Bursey, Coupland, and Clark for St. FX. They're still trying to reach out to us. We're having some wireless problems down here, so sorry if I can't reach out to you, but thanks to everybody who's done so far this weekend. What just an incredible weekend of talking to everybody. 65-61. Huskies now on their feet in the students section.
And if I'm Coach K and the St. FX X-Men offensively, I want the ball in Donko's hands.
16 seconds on the shot clock. Just over 6 minutes. Clayton against Donko. Screen from Ezanibe. There's that screen that Coach Skin was talking about. Ripped away by Cooper. So the X-Men have it. And Donko's got space. And he'll get a foul. So a lack of rotation there for the Huskies on getting back.
Yeah. And St. FX able to secure the defensive rebound. Quick outlet. A good recognition by Donko. No white jerseys down floor.
First one down for Donko. Back to a 3-point game. That foul on Brian Rouse, that is his fourth. So Rouse has 4. Reefer has 4. With the ball is Vassal. Rouse still out there. Reefer on the bench. Taylor. Ooh, tough play there. Bursey all over Ezanibe. Lucky not to get a foul. Near side. Vassal. That's a battle right now between Bursey and Ezanibe. A 3 for Rouse. As the shot clock went down, Huskies trying to create another possession. They can't. And here comes St. FX.
Another good defensive set from St. FX.
Heads up. Coupland. Off the front rim. Here come the Huskies. Taylor runs to the rim.
And Vassal, tough landing, gripping his right wrist. Then they're looking.
Tough take by Antoine. 4:50. Huskies trying to seize control. They lead by 4. Ezanibe, a nice catch. X-Man goes flying. That was Antoine. No fouls forthcoming. It'll stay with the Huskies. Well, the refs are letting them play.
Yeah. Felt like there was perhaps a little bit of flopping going on behalf of Antoine.
Daphne Pettipaw, great to have you with us, Daphne, cheering on St. FX. A 3 for Vassal, 6 points. Some more separation for the Huskies. Donko.
And Taylor and Ezanibe have both been there to make those shots difficult, and Ezanibe back the other way. Careless inbound pass by Bursey.
Are we seeing fatigue finally settle in with this X-Men team after the journey they've been on? 8 points, 4 minutes remaining, and a careless turnover after not getting back, and a finish for Ezanibe. Making that run from the quarterfinals so hard. That's why you play for that seed, that top seed all year long.
And these offensive rebounds from St. Mary's Huskies, killers to the X-Men.
3:30 left. Clayton staring at Donko. It's a screen from Taylor. Coupland shows. Stumbling. Donko. You know he doesn't have tired legs. Comes up short, gets it back, and 1 for Donko.
Good persistence by Donko, sticking with it, staying with his shot. And able to get the first one to fall. Cleans up his own mess. Able to finish with the contact. Vassal gets him on the forearm.
That's the 3rd foul on Boyd Vassal. So issues coming down the stretch here for both teams. The X-Men battling fatigue. Huskies with foul trouble. So each coach has something to try to think about. Fortunately, again, for both teams, a lot of depth. No Jameel Williamson now for St. FX with the injury.
They've got to finish their defense by securing the defensive rebound. The more time St. Mary's has to milk the clock, up 6. The worse off the X-Men are.
4 fouls for the Huskies, 2 for St. FX. Post-game interviews again coming up with the winners.
Again, I think if you're St. FX win or lose, it will be on the shoulders of their first-team All-Star. Donko performed so well in 2 previous games coming into this championship final.
AUS webcast at gmail.com. B. McLean Sports on Twitter if you haven't reached out. Here they come, the Huskies. Reefer, Vassal, Rouse. Reefer and Rouse have 4 fouls. Ezanibe and Clayton. Clark, Antoine, Donko, Bursey, and Walker for St. Francis Xavier. On the foul line is Donko. finish off a three-point play. He will. 5-point game. Vassal up top, guarded by Antoine. Reefer rips, goes to the basket, and finishes. Tough shot for Reefer.
And the Huskies have just continued to make tough shot after tough shot. Coach Ginn talked about it. Take the offensive sets from St. FX or the shot-making ability from St. Mary's, and Huskies proving why they are one of the top-ranked offenses in the AUS.
2:51 remaining. First one down for Donko. That foul was on Clayton. That's his first. Don Walker checking in. Remember the memories of watching his son Jeff and the Panthers lose to St. FX 10 years ago. 73-67. 2:41 remaining. Rouse just rims out as Anibe. He does finish.
The offensive rebound, another offensive rebound for St. Mary's. It's been the Achilles heel for the X-Men here down the stretch.
75-67. Percy shakes free of Reefer. Clark, guarded by Boyd Vassal. Gets a step, blows by, throws it out, and Huskies in transition. Clayton and Reefer. The big dunk by Reefer, the biggest lead of the game for the Huskies.
And that could be the exclamation point on a potential Huskies AUS championship win.
Entry for Walker. He had the hot hand early on. Misses in close. Clayton pushes the pace and finishes with the left hand. And the Huskies extend to 12. Coach K wants to call timeout. But with a minute 44 left, it's looking like St. Mary's.
The Huskies are fired up. Boys in blue trying to remain cool, calm, and collected over here on the sidelines. They faced plenty of adversity so far in this tournament.
This miracle run for St. FX could be officially over. 12 points, 1:44 left. Bernie Bouchy from Richmond, BC. Great to have you with us. Played for X from 1959 to 1963. Having lunch out there and watching the X-Men in BC. Well, they had deficits against UNB, against Acadia. Pulled out miracle comebacks.
I think the Huskies taste blood here. They're going in for the kill.
Huskies, again, you can just see it. Shoulders back, legs fresh. X-Men, it's been a long weekend. Gas in the tank may be empty. You know from coaching, you talk about you got to get that bye, and you try to convince your guys all year long how critical that bye is.
It's big. I mean, ultimately, play every game to win every game and put yourself in a position where you'll have some fresh legs.
Percy, Antoine, or Donko, sorry, against Clayton, another turnover, and the Huskies are seizing control.
And Provo missed Donko cutting baseline early and had to find him out on the perimeter, put him in a position to force the play a bit.
Off the rim, Ezanibe once again.
It's huge. It's been a monster for the Huskies. Putting his fingertips on plenty of offensive rebounds, creating multiple possessions for St. Mary's.
1 minute remains. Coach Jonah Tosick, he won a CIS championship in 1999. A disciple of Ross Quackenbush. Heads up here. Provo. Easy finish, down to 10. Here's your pressure. And they'll foul. Nope, sidelines. Clayton steps out of bounds.
X-Men making things interesting. A little under a minute left in the ball game.
Well, it wouldn't be if there's two teams who are going to have something like a miracle finish happen. It's going to be these two teams, the battles that they have had over the years in championship play.
The X-Men just giving away possessions down the stretch, with the Huskies collecting offensive rebound after offensive rebound and some difficult post-entry passes. The offensive end, turning the ball over.
42 seconds. Antoine can't quite control the touch. X-Men have got to get a shot off. Antoine, no foul called. 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 34 in the game. 4 seconds for Provo. Donko, a long two. That comes off back rim. And Rouse controls on the far side and takes it. Comes up heavy as Anibe can't finish. Again, Harry Ezanibe.
Second chance, third chance, fourth chance opportunities.
Provo for three. A glimpse into the future for St. FX fans. First-year player from East Preston. Over the top for Ezanibe. Arthur came in and knocked it away.
Ezanibe saw Reefer down the floor and is hoping for another in-game dunk.
Marquise Clayton, the former X-Men, the Halifax product, is going to celebrate an AUS champion. The St. Mary's Huskies are 2014 Subway AUS men's basketball champions. Back and forth affair. At one point, the X-Men seized control in the third quarter, but the Huskies responded, and down the stretch of the fourth quarter, slowly but surely, the Huskies took control of this game.
St. Mary's picked up their intensity yet again defensively and got out running in transition and then cleaning up their own mess. Second chance, third chance opportunities. Ezanibe a force inside. On point with his defensive rotations, and all the credit in the world to this X-Men group. Some sad faces, watery eyes over here. And you got a feel for guys like Donko, Clark.
We're going to say goodbye to some incredible fifth-year seniors today, friends. Will Donko and Jordan Clark have played their last game.
Jubilation for the Huskies, but it's always tough. Whether you're a player or a coach, realize it's all said and done. You put so much into your program. Long season.
Hugs for Jameel Williamson down here. He's in the crutches. Jameel went out in the first half, couldn't return. He was so huge this weekend for St. FX. What a battle it was for about 35 minutes, and then slowly but surely again, the Huskies got separation. The number 2 seed. It's the number 4 seed. Cam Walker see some of these X-Men. Coach K restocked the program this year. They got a lot of first-year players, second-year players who are going to be heard from for years to come. Isabelle Germain is going to come up with the player of the game. This could be tough. I think we're going to have to just wait for post-game interviews here, because they're going to go right to the ceremonies.
Again, multiple players in double-digit scoring for the Huskies, but I just believe Harry, as an eBay, just impacted the game in so many different ways. 14 points, 10 boards, another double-double, 5 of them offensive, 7 for 13 from the floor with a block.
So we'll have the festivities here for you. There's Theon Reefer getting up to speak.
Player of the game goes to Reefer. Not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick, the first-year Husky. You always know a guy can jump when he doesn't have to gather himself at all. Pretty much doesn't have to bend down at all off a 2-foot stop to dunk.
He's got that spring.
There's the announcement of your All-Stars. Owen Clausen, 37 points yesterday for the 5th-year senior. Considered by some one of the top 2 or 3 players in the country. Many actually think he is. He's got a pretty good future with Team Canada coming up.
Absolutely.
There's Clausen. Will Donko, he's gone to the dressing room, the 5th-year senior.
Our third selection from St. Mary's University,
No surprise here. Just made a living around the rim this weekend.
And happy for Harry. He's got a smile that'll light up any room. Just does so many good things for the community. Great person.
You can go to Harry's website, Harry Cares. Just Google it. It'll take you to his website. The amount of stuff that he does.
I should mention, Bill, selfishly plug this North Pole Hoops East Coast Showcase coming to St. Mary's University the end of March, the 28th to the 30th of March. Kyle Julius was a name we mentioned from A-Game Hoops. He'll be traveling down with the MPH boys. And we're also going to host an AUS All-Star game for the first time, where top 2 players from each AUS team will make their way to St. Mary's, put on a show for the youngsters who are showcasing and displaying their skills at the platform.
Post-game interviews coming up after the festivities. If we can keep these guys on the floor long enough. There's Harry Ezanibe. Our last time seeing him in the AUS. Next time will be next week at Nationals. Battled injury throughout his career, hip injuries, elbow injuries.
He's a warrior.
Dedicated his university career to outstanding play on the court, community leadership. One of the fittest athletes in the AUS.
This year you're 14-6, and now you're AUS champions. What's the main reason you're going to raise that banner in a minute?
We got to give credit to Coach Tosley. He was an amazing guy, amazing program. We got to give him all credit.
Talking about Coach Tosley.
And giving credit where credit is due.
A lot of people wondered, could he bring these guys together?
Yeah.
How many times did we say it?
A young coach, inexperienced.
And the
And if we asked him, Coach, how did a guy in his second year bring these guys together? He'll just say, oh, it was nothing. No big deal.
Well, I think it's, again, he's let's be honest, he's managing, a few egos perhaps on that team. Some have questioned, and loads of talent, but credit to he and his coaching staff.
Everybody knew that when the Huskies were right, they were going to be one of the toughest teams to beat. Sure enough, come Metro Center time, they were right.
A few bumps in the road, but ultimately got it together when it mattered most.
Alex Brown, thank you very much, Al Brown watching. Joe in Charlottetown. One team will go to CIS championships, Joanne. There was some thought that if Acadia had made it to the championship game and lost, they might get in as at large, but no luck with the loss yesterday. So the Huskies will represent us at the CIS Nationals. All right, Coach Ryan Dickinson, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me as always, Bill. And I just want to say, on behalf of all the coaches and players involved with the university sport, we appreciate all that you do and your staff do. You're extremely busy. It's not just basketball, it's all sports, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, sir. It is a labor of love, no doubt, especially talking to everybody this weekend. Thanks to everybody who reached out. Don't go anywhere. Me and Isabelle Germain are coming up with your post-game interviews. You're watching the Subway Championships here on AUS TV.